Fuck me till I'm numb. I said, daddy, make me come. Wanna fuck me while I'm drunk. Got him grabbing on my buns. Throwing hundreds, throwing ones. Ganking having when I'm done. Taking all this nigga funds. Lay him on the bed. Made him give me head. Ain't had to act, so you know I ain't big. Wanna beat it from the back. Throwing hundreds, sending racks. Told me all his bitches whack. Got him sipping on the yak. Popping new designer.
Alright, y'all, so I decided to record another one, but I'm gonna try to make this one quick because, like I said, I am kind of hungry. But this story time is about the time where he was trying to scam me on a fake page but date me in real life. And keep in mind, I actually was with this person every day for about 2 months. Like, we would all link up, and he would be the reason. Like, he brought me on my little depression because after my abusive ex-boyfriend, I would just be in the house chilling, doing nothing, and he saw that. Like, he was a friend, like, so I always knew he had a crush on me, but it was always like a petty crush. So he was just like a friend. So he brought me outside, he brought me around his friends. They were good vibes, and yeah, they was good vibes. So I would just be around them. We would be in the car smoking, we would go out for drinks, we would smoke, chill, get drunk, go to the BJ's parking lot and ride around on the shopping carts, and we would just have fun, like, literally. But you know that saying when they just be like, it's too good to be true? It was too good to be true because he G'd me completely. All right, so now it was this page called Brooklyn Miami Rentals or whatever, and they were doing car rentals, P5s, Nintendo Switches, all types of stuff. You name it, they was promoting it. Like, I don't really know if he ever really had any of the things that he was just on the page promoting, but yeah. So that's how I was introduced to the page, as like a little rental page or whatever. The page followed me, I followed back, and it looked kind of legit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they was following 1,400 and something people, and they had like 2,000 followers. So I'm thinking it's like a legit page. Like, you know, lie. So they would send me stuff to post, and they would be like, oh, post this on your page for me or whatever, tag me. They would send me like P5s and cars and stuff to post, and I would post it and I would tag it. But I'm not a dummy. Like, I might be a little slow, and I might be a nice person, and I'm gonna promote it, or I'm gonna act like I'm promoting it. But when people would swipe up and they would be like, do you know them personally, or like, do you really trust them? I would be like, I wouldn't trust that man with my life. I tell them that straight. Like, I don't know this person, so I don't trust them to say I'm about to pay for something first before I receive it. No. We can link, and I'll send you the money when the product is in my hand. Like, it would be ready, and all I would have to do is press send when the product is in my hand. That's it. But yeah, he wasn't really getting no clientele over me, but I would still post it just so, because it was like, if I didn't, he would keep texting like, oh, he would send like a question mark or whatever, and he would, like, if I didn't post it, he would just keep texting like question marks, and he would unsend it, then send it again, like I didn't already just leave him on scene and stuff like that. Like, so I would just post it so he would just leave me alone. And I know I simply could have just blocked him, but I thought, just never crossed my mind like to just block him, because it was like, he wasn't really doing anything worth blocking him for. It's not like he was really harassing me and all that stuff. Like, but I should have known, because he was flirting with me. The fake little page always was flirting with me. Like, if he wasn't asking me to post something, then he would just swipe up on my stories and heart eyes and stuff like, oh, somehow I'm in love with you, and something like that, and stuff like that. Like, oh, you mad beautiful, I would do anything in my life, I will do stuff like that. Things I've heard all before. So fast forward, now I'm chilling with my friend, the person that I thought was my friend. Like, we chilling, all of his friends, we would link up every day. They would all come get me. We would go to the park down the block from my crib. We would chill, smoke. It was just a bunch of potheads chilling together, and it was good vibes. Like, I would walk from my house to where they would be at and chill with them. Then they would drive me home, or they would come pick me up. We would go to Margarita Island, get drunk, dance, stuff like that. Like, yo, we was a vibe. Like, but yeah. So, what's next? Basically, one day, I linked them and he wasn't there. So me and the girl that we was talking, because it was another girl that be with us, we was talking, and she was just telling me like how somebody was saying that the Brooklyn, Miami, rentals is the person that we be with. So like she was just putting me on. Like I'm like, how you know? Like that page be texting me on Instagram, and I'm not gonna lie, I was about to buy a P50 for him, and then I thought about it. I'm like, no, you're not gonna catch me. But yeah, so I'm like, how you know? Like I was really about to buy a whole P50 with that person, and she was like, oh, because she was on Facebook, and she was scrolling on Facebook, and then she just saw somebody talking about it one day, and they said his name, like his government name, and like the name he has, the first name is common, but the last name is like, it's a bank. So it's just like not too many people in Brooklyn got this last name, so we know they're talking about you. So basically they was under the post, and they was talking about how they sent him bread, and rewind. So before she put me on, and how one day he sent me some of his things. And if you from New York, like, you know, it's this raw reviews page, and they always spilling the tea about people businesses or whatever. So how one day they posted him, so I just saved it, and I'm like, I might end up needing this one day. So I saved it because I know that page be texting me. So I'm like, next time he texts me telling me to promote his stuff, I'm gonna just send him that so he know it's clicked. Like it's not getting promoted on this page no more. Now it's confirmed that you really just be out here zoning people, so it's not happening, right? So something happened. Oh yeah, the post. So she saw the post. She saw that they said our friend's government name or whatever. So I'm like, yo, that's really crazy, because that page really be flirting with me, and I was about to buy a whole P50 for that page. And then on top of that, being is that's you behind the page, and you be trying to talk to me in real life, and you chill with me in real life, and you be with me every day in real life. That's really crazy. Like he was really trying to scam me and give me out my money, my little $500. Or I forgot how much he was charging for the P5. It wasn't a lot though, and that's when I thought about it. I'm like, this shit just dropped. You talking about some $500? It's iffy. So I just never bought it. But yeah, so we ended up putting on the other friend who be with us, and we told him, and we was just like, yo, that's really crazy, no? Like, because we thought he was in on it, so we was fake trying to just test the waters and see what he knew. And then we realized like he ain't really know nothing about nothing. So it was just like, okay, cool, you don't know nothing. So we was just putting him on, and we was just talking about it, and that was that. I never really addressed the situation with him personally, but like he knows that we know, like, because when we found out and I texted him trying to act like I was trying to buy something, he blocked me. Like the whole time I wasn't blocked, right? He blocked me. So then my friend would go watch from her page because he was trying to zoe her cousin. He blocked her too off the little fake page or whatever, right? Then when I stopped speaking to the real person, why is it that the like when I cut him off completely, like, because that was just crazy. First of all, you're not even gonna admit it. Then you blocked me because you thought we was on to you, even though we never really made that hot that we was on to you, but we was on to you, so you knew, so you blocked me. That's cool. That's corny, but that's cool. So yeah, after I blocked the real person that was behind the page, like on their real account and everything, and I stopped speaking to them, stopped linking them. Well, I didn't stop linking the friends, but I just would link them when he wasn't around, because that was just weird to me. Like, that's really crazy. How you trying to be my boyfriend and zone me? Like, first of all, it wasn't even like I was flirting with him and really taking him serious. Maybe that's why he was trying to zone me too, because he'd been trying to talk to me and I wasn't taking him seriously. So it was probably just like, oh, okay, you want to dub me? Well, I'm gonna take your bread, but you didn't get it. But yeah, I blocked him, and he started watching me off the fake page that he previously blocked me on. So I was just like, oh, this is really you, and this is sick. This is crazy. But I left it as that. He tried to hit me up a couple of times to speak, because we did end on bad terms, because it was just like he was so Google Gaga crazy over me, and it was just like, yo, bro, I don't even flirt with you. Like, we don't talk outside of, yo, what's the word, we out for brunch today. And I'm like, all right, who going? He'd be like, me, T, and Z, because those are the other 2 people. And then it's other people, but they work, and we was just the only ones with like no job. But we had Breezy. It was just we didn't have no job. Like, so it was like he was so Google got crazy over me that it was just like it was too much, and I didn't want to be around him no more. He would get in his feelings if like. So one day we went to Margarita Island and we left, like me and the girl, because it was just like we don't feel me. We didn't like come on. We was at a party. I'm lying. We was at a party and we left the party because it was a day party. Because this is when we was transitioning over to like fall and it was getting kind of cold outside. So we left the day party when it was over and we went to Margarita Island. And the person that drove us to the party was like, he's not going to Margarita Island. So obviously he not going either. The robber not going either. So like Z was like, she got a ride for us if I'm trying to slide. So I'm like, of course I'm sliding. You a whole female. Why would I want to go home with these 2 men anywho? I'm with you. We's outside. What's up? Get me lit. So he caught a whole attitude. He was trying to argue with me. He was arguing with them. And he's like, oh, this a whole nother D situation because I guess his other little whatever he brought around, like she got closer with them and started linking them and doing stuff with them, and he didn't like that. So he was like, oh, this is another D situation. I'm like, it's not though, because I'm not D. I'm not your girlfriend. She was actually your girlfriend. I'm not your girlfriend. We don't flirt. We don't talk. We're not even like Jones. Like, we're not my Jones. Nothing. Like, we're literally, all of us is literally just friends. Like, come on now. So, yeah, he was just too toxic and smothering. Like, back up. You're not my man. You know how he was like, you're not my dad. You not my man. I'm single. Well, at the time. Feel me? So it was just like, leave me alone. Like, you too annoying. I'm trying to think of everything to make sure I don't forget nothing. Like, he was just insecure. And it was like, I'm not even your girlfriend. So it's weird. Why are you trying to act like I'm some type of territory and property for you to own? And why would you bring me around these people knowing that they good vibes? If you wouldn't want me to vibe with them, don't bring me around them. If you didn't want me to become good friends with these people and like them and they actually like me, then why would you bring me around? Because I'm a likable person and these people are likable people. They're great vibes. And we all smoke and we all drink. So, like, what did you expect? But, yeah. He hit me up a couple of times trying to be friends again. But like I said, I never really told him that I knew it was him behind the fake page. Because it was just like, you know, some things are best left unsaid. And it's like, I already have all the proof I need. I don't even need you to lie to me. Because this is how we figured out that it was true. Because the screenshot, we went back to the post. And the screenshot was from Zelle. So the person behind the account gave whoever was trying to buy whatever it was from them. I think it was a Nintendo Switch or whatever. And they was charging them like $300 or $260 or something like that. But basically, I'm dead. But basically, the person Zelled him and they took a screenshot of his name when they sent it. Because, you know, when you put in somebody's number for Zelle and it's hooked up to their bank account, it gives you their full name. Whatever name is on that bank account is going to pop up. So they took a picture of that, screenshotted that. And then the whole time I've known him and been chilling with him, like, since we met again, like, you know, like I told y'all, he brought me back outside. So when he brought me back outside, the whole time we've been chilling, he kept saying that his Zelle wasn't working. He was blocked on Zelle. His bank account was in the negatives. And that's what happens when people call back their bank, like, yo, so-and-so took my Brishi and whatnot and whatnot. So it was just the dots was connecting. They was connecting themselves. I wasn't even making them connect. They was already connecting on their own. It was the Zelle. It was the fact that it was just a whole bunch. Like, and then it was just like, ew, you tried to rob me? You tried to rob me and then gonna move like I'm some type of territory? How that work? It don't. That's the thing. It don't work. But yeah. So he would hit me up and then I would just be like, no, I don't want to be your friend. I'm Gucci off that. Like, it's nothing to speak on. We fell out because he was speeding and like he always wanted me to be in the front seat whenever he driving. So it's like, you fiending for me to be up here and I was already in that car accident that I told y'all about. So I don't like that fast driving. I'm not jacking that. So if you want me to be in the front seat, if you want me to ride along in your car, if you asking me to hop in the vehicle that you are driving and ride along with you as company, then I feel like if I tell you to slow down, slow down. I didn't ask to be in your car. I didn't ask you to take me nowhere. You asked me to get in this car with you. And on top of that, you asked me to sit in the front seat. If you was speeding and I was in the back seat, I wouldn't care. I put my seatbelt on in any seat. But now that I'm in the front and everything's up in my face, I'm scared. My anxiety is pumping and I don't like that. So I told him, like, can you just slow down? He didn't want to slow down. He want to be speeding, zoom, 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 zooming like a race car. So I hopped in the back seat and he started arguing, bitching. I'm like, yo, don't speak to me ever again. And I was like, he'd been trying to fix it ever since, and it was just, no, leave me alone, because it's just no. But yeah, and that's the story time on how he was trying to rob me and date me at the same time. But yeah, if y'all liked it, comment, share, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. Make sure y'all turn on the post notifications, because this is video number 3, so obviously I'm back for real. But yeah.